YouTube, Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Saturday, 2023. Saturday, December 23, 2023. And let's get going with the prices. Okay, we have got gold at 2053, silver at 24.19, and if you're watching platinum, 980.14. I bought a little bit of paper platinum the other day, as well as a little bit of copper. So I'll talk about that in a minute. A gold silver ratio is right around 85, a little under 85, traveling in its 80 to 85 range. We have the 10-year at 3.901, continuing its downtrend recently. As a result, the Dixie, the dollar, is weak and apparently dropping at 101.71. It looks like 100 will be in its future. And in terms of stock futures, we have the extreme greed index showing on the fear greed index monitor. Dow futures, I won't get into the futures, but the Dow is down, S&P is up, and the NASDAQ is up. So may want to watch this. This greed index could be indicating we have a drop to come. As I mentioned, just going to take a little aside here and say I bought a little copper yesterday. I think what's happening with the Fed pivot or implied pivot is that there's a little bit of an inflation trade coming back. And I do believe recession is ahead of us, but right now, lower interest rates, lower US dollar, and fear of inflation seems to be driving commodities up. Silver is a commodity as well as a monetary metal. So copper looking like it wants to base and come back here, but I am early on that. In terms of the miners, I have also been increasing my allocation to GDX, SIL, and some of the junior miners as well. And that's looking like it's basing as well. Is gold getting ready for a breakout? Well, as you saw, gold is sitting up here very nicely at 2053. I do want to see a 2100 handle before I get really excited, and I'd like to see silver over 25 before I get really excited. But something is different in this market, and I'm going to try to take advantage of it. I hope you do as well. They're a little harder to find gold at a reasonable price, but it is at 2050 spot. Let's get going. Best American Gold Eagle is at Bullion Exchanges, 2,127.99. 1/10 Gold Eagle, best deal is over at Bold, 236.90, good price on a 1/10 Gold Eagle. If you want to find that on eBay and use your high rebate credit card, all of these links, including the eBay credit card, are on my website, www.bestsilvergolddeals.com. I encourage you to get over there and look at everything on the site, as well as the eBay credit card, which can give you as much as 3.6, 3.7% cash back in a statement credit, and it does apply to metals. If you apply a 3% rebate to $238, you'll find that cheaper than the cheapest online retailer. And if you don't like that credit card, Wells Fargo has a new 2% cash back credit card, which will assist you in buying on sites that use credit cards. All right, going back to gold, let's get to the maples. And the maples are 2,092.92 at Bullion Exchanges. What else do we have? Let's do Eagles. Okay, SD Bullion has still got its any quantity pricing, 28.36 per Eagle. SD Bullion, you can get them cheaper if you have a high rebate credit card from Bullion Exchanges on eBay, 574.49 for one tube of 20 Eagles. And my green light is on because I do think we are in a Fed pivot moment, and I think rates and dollar are dropping and inflation fears are returning. In terms of maples, we have Bold with the cheapest maple price at 27.46 each. We have Britannia's cheapest price over at Silver Gold Bull, and that is 27.02. Good price for Sovereign. On the junk side, also getting harder to find, but great deal here at Monument Metals. $10 face, 189.33. If you're looking for upscale Mercs, you can still find them at Monument Metals for you heavy hitters. 1,946.23 for a $100 bag of Mercs. I do like my Mercs. Okay, 10-ounce bars, there's lots of them. Germania, 263.10 at Bold. Apmex, oh, that one's out of stock, never mind. And we have at Bold, we also have the St. Helena East India 266.10. 5-ounce at Hero is still there with a cast bar, 131.45 for 5-ounce bars. And we have silver at spot all over my website if you want to check those out for you new guys. Several picks of the day for you collectors and you Star Wars fans. The Mandalorian bar is 32.39 over at Apmex. Remember when those were going for $40, $50, $60? Wow. This is why you don't want to get too involved in collector coins. But for those of you that love it and have kids that love it, there you go, 32.39. Not a bad price. 1-ounce numismatic silver. We still have the Morgan BUs at $31.99 over at SD Bullion. We have 1-ounce generic, $25.89 at Hero for 1-ounce rounds. Those are any condition rounds. More generic silver at Gainesville Coins, 25.13 for Buffaloes, but they will add at least a quarter in shipping charges when you buy those. Still a great deal on Buffaloes. And Golden State Mint has also got a great deal on 1-ounce bars. Buy as many of those as you want. 25.69 Golden State Mint. And finally, also 1-ounce silver bars, 26.76 at SD Bullion. In the honey pot, we've still got the Engelhard bars. If you have a larger stack, only $2,549 for a vintage Engelhard bar. I hope you get the poured one rather than the cast, but you never know. Probably get the cast. Iwo Jima rounds, 26.08 at Monument Metals, and various other things I'd like you to look at and consider nits and nats for your stack or your vintage bar collection. I still like this bar here. I want to buy that one myself. Sunshine Mint Trapezoidal Vintage Bar. Again, you got to have a big stack before you start adding 100-ounce bars. So that's my story this morning. I'll have a long-form video coming in a little while. In the meantime, I think it's okay to be optimistic about silver, and my green light is on. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you in a couple hours. Bye, everybody.